What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another evening in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And this evening in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with, as you can see from the article all around me, a banned and restricted announcement from Wizards of the Coast. And we all knew it was coming. Whether we thought, Camp A or Camp B, Alrund's Epiphany needs to be banned today. Please hurry up, Camp A or Camp B. You guys are wussies. Just play around it. It doesn't need banning. Regardless of which camp you're in, we all knew that some kind of announcement regarding the card was bound to come from Wizards of the Coast post Worlds. And here it is. And unfortunately, they've played it very safe and they've essentially done an announcement that announces nothing at all. The first two words of the article are no changes. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. A lot of it has to do with historic and what's the other card game that I don't play at all? Jumpstart. But as far as my channel is concerned and what I care about and what I hope my viewers have followed me because they also care about it, standard. Alrund's Epiphany for now has not been banned. And I'm just going to quickly read the very first paragraph here. No changes. We've been carefully monitoring the standard metagame since the format rotation and release of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. As Innistrad Midnight Hunt standard season winds down and we approach the release of Innistrad Crimson Vow next month, we've been aware of some players' concerns about the impact of certain individual cards on the metagame diversity, such as Alrund's Epiphany. And here's the shocker, but not too shocking, but kind of I didn't really expect it, a Seeker's Chariot. After reviewing MTGA Arena metagame data and recent online events, including the World's Championship, and in considering the upcoming release of Innistrad Crimson Vow, we've decided not to make any changes at this time. We will consider changes to the standard environment if necessary after evaluating Innistrad Crimson Vow's impact on the metagame. So, when you're reading between the lines, having been reading announcements from Wizards of the Coast for a very long time in my life, I've started to be kind of wise to their tricks. For me, and I don't know if it's bias, leaning into the fact that I want Alrund's Epiphany to be banned, so I'm kind of cherry picking the information to go with my theory. But to me, when I look at this, it's like they've already announced the bans and they're just waiting until a later stage to actually make it official. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below. But honestly, what I think is that Alrund's Epiphany and the Seeker's Chariot will get the ban hammer, and all that they're waiting for is the end of the Arena Open, which is coming up this weekend, as well as the impending drop of Innistrad Crimson Vow. The only question that is left here at this point, in my mind, is have they done this purely because of the event that's coming up this weekend? And we'll get an update on this announcement come Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week. Or do they know something that we don't know? And there's a specific card in Crimson Vow that completely either overpowers Alrund's Epiphany or invalidates it. I'm leaning more towards the fact that they didn't want everybody to have to retrain and replay test and resubmit decks and whatever for the pending Arena Open this weekend. Rather than there's going to be a card magically that's printed in Crimson Vow that just says, you cannot play Alrund's Epiphany, or opponent cannot take extra turns. It's too specific. And I think they've learned their lesson as far as power creep goes. So they're not just going to make it so that there's another thing in Crimson Vow that is just so good that it makes it even better than playing Izzet turns, and everybody's just going to forget about Alrund's Epiphany and they don't need to ban it. So my thinking is that this is just a little article to appease all of us who've been sitting here waiting for it, and we now like day 2 or 3 after Worlds, and we're like, come on, where's the announcement? I've talked about it a lot myself on the channel. Here it is. This is the announcement, and they've essentially announced nothing. But like I said, if you've learned to read between the lines from them, I have a strong feeling that both Alrund's Epiphany and the Seeker's Chariot will get the ban hammer at some point within the next while. And the shocker is a Seeker's Chariot. Not a huge shocker, because it's not a broken card. No one's talked about banning a Seeker's Chariot since it came out at all. It's only since Ren and 7, the new Planeswalker from Midnight Hunt, came out that everybody's talking about banning a Seeker's Chariot. And they're not about to ban Ren and 7, because that's the brand new Planeswalker from the most new set in the format. So what makes Ren and 7 busted is a Seeker's Chariot. If we only ban Alrund's Epiphany and we leave a Seeker's Chariot in the format, mono green is going to be too strong, so let's ban both and we appease everybody, and hopefully it'll shake up the whole, well, not hopefully, I'm certain it's going to shake up the meta like crazy, and we're going to see a bunch of new decks come up. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Quick little news flash. I'm going to be coming back at you later on today with another stream with the deck that you all voted on. Hopefully, I'm kind of leaning towards the Boros egg list, but I'll see you all then. Thanks so much for watching, and until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.